At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
Welcome back to News 46 Week in Review. Traffic was diverted around a 2-vehicle accident this last week on Highway 372.
2-vehicle accident occurred in front of Starlight Video on Highway 372 yesterday afternoon. Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived along with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nevada Highway Patrol. The driver of the sedan told News 46 that the van with California plates just pulled out in front of him when he was apparently driving westbound on Highway 372. No one claimed any injury at the time of the accident. However, Nevada Highway Patrol did call back medics on scene to transport one of the occupants to Desert View Hospital. Traffic was diverted around the accident while the investigation was being conducted. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Rodney Ghetto owns Rod's TV. We spoke to him about hooking up your television in order to receive digital channels.
If you got a TV set that's older than 5 years old, you're going to need a converter box. But preferably, you'd be better off buying a new TV.
What's going on with the converter boxes?
Well, the converter boxes, in most part, have troubles with some of the audio, and you got to be specific on how to hook them up, either with the coaxial cable or the audio-video cables.
Is that why some people have been having problems picking up some of the digital channels?
Yes. You'll lose sound on a lot of their channels. And the best way to cure this is to use the audio-video jacks on the back of your TV if you got them. And if you don't got them, well, you're going to lose your channel.
Is that the RCA jacks, the red, white, and yellow?
Yes, that's the RCA jacks. It's the red, white, and yellow.
So that helps you pick up the audio on those?
Yes. It goes in the back of the TV set, like in Video One, it's called sometimes, or auxiliary.
What's with the coaxial cable?
Well, the coaxial cable, it works about the same. It carries the video and the audio all on one line, and the TV with the newer system, it loses the audio.
So you're going to need to hook up all those?
You're going to need to hook up all of those to get the proper audio.
Some people are still using the rabbit ear antennas, but that our analog signal is going to be dropping. So everybody's going to have to convert over to digital. Should they buy a digital converter box, or should they buy a digital TV?
You'd be better off getting the new TV. You won't have no audio problems. Everything will come in clearly.
And what would you say that people should look for when they're purchasing a digital TV?
Well, if you want to, you need a lot of video connections in case there's any upcoming changes. You know, hook up your HDMI for your Blu-ray. Make sure you got those, and you got 3 or 4 other standard video inputs for your older equipment to still use.
The average person, most of us can hook up a TV, but sometimes it's a little confusing, especially when you're adding these kind of digital channels and what's really going on here. What would you recommend?
Well, you can always give us a call. We'll come out. Our service call is only $20, and we'll hook up all your equipment for you. If you've got a surround sound, your DVD, or your audio equipment.
And we continue with Rodney Gettle from Rod's TV on how to hook up to digital television.
Oh, yes. Once you're set up, there's no more charges. It's all free.
If you would like to go completely off of the satellite TV or the cable TV and have that monthly fee, you can actually pick up quite a few channels free over the air.
Oh, yes. You've got roughly about 24 channels, I believe. Some do repeat, but, yeah, you get a nice selection on the digital stuff now.
And so how much would you say, do you have to spend a lot of money for a digital TV? Can you get them cheaper? Is there certain types of TVs that we should be concerned not to get or to purchase?
Well, you get what you're going to get. If you get a sale somewhere, just make sure you got all your connections. The cheaper TVs or the brands you have not heard, well, sometimes they're hard to get parts for.
And so what connections are we looking for?
We're looking for the RCA jacks And HDMI, if you got the HDMI set up for your Blu-ray or the Dish Network box.
And if you have a TV already that doesn't have a whole bunch of connections on the back to hook up, what can you do then?
Well, then you can get these other boxes that will transfer to different settings. That if your set's lacking on some things.
Wonder if I got everything hooked up, but I'm still not able to get in the channels. Should I rescan? What do I do?
Oh yes, every now and again you're going to have to rescan. Things change all the times. It's not like the old days where you turn the knob to channel 8 and you get it, or 41. You got to reprogram, so the TV won't find it otherwise.
So how do you rescan? Should we call Rod's TV? Can we rescan ourselves?
Yes, you can call me and I'll try to get over with the phone. If that's still too difficult, I'll come out and do it for you. But you just have to get into the menu and TV setup.
And then you can rescan all your channels and it'll pick up everything that's available.
It'll pick up everything that's available.
Is there any kind of enhancement that I can put on my TV to get a better signal?
Well, yeah, there's you need an outdoor antenna in most parts of the valley. So you may need an amplifier for the antenna to enhance your signal so it won't get choppy. It'll be nice and clear.
So you can come out and check all this stuff out and see what the regular consumer would need if they're not able to get a signal in. What's the phone number?
Oh, yeah. Well, just give me a call and we'll tell you exactly what you'll need. My phone number is 727-9395.
So we've been doing some segments on how to hook up digital television because we're hoping to switch everybody over because we're going to be losing that analog signal. So we, of course, interviewed Rod's TV.
That's right. And we actually have some new programming.
Yes, we do. If you've noticed a little change in your programming, we have the Pursuit channel now.
Yes, and also we have My Family TV.
And that's a classic family programming. And the Pursuit channel is actually kind of for the outdoorsmen. It's real good programming. So we're going to be telling people more about that next week. But after this break, we're going to have a little bit more from Community Dish on how to hook up your digital TV. So we'll be right back.
Well, the owner of Community Dish, Bill Barney, explains how to receive digital channels on your television.
Community Dish, one of the services we offer is we're helping citizens of Pahrump convert from the old analog system to digital. And we do this, we come out by offering great value antennas that are really reasonable, small, unobtrusive. We run the new ground wires, we ground out the system, and we connect that to your digital TV or your digital tuner box. And we also have digital high definition off-air DVRs. So a lot of people a lot across the country, thousands across the country, are getting rid of their satellite systems and just going off-air antenna. Because the picture quality with the digital system is DVD and high definition. Very nice picture. Here in Pahrump right now, we can get up to 23 digital off-air channels. Now, not everybody gets 23. It depends on your location, obstructions between the antenna and the satellite dish. There are some things that can make it so that you only get part of that. My house, I get 13 out of the 23. So there's 10 channels at my house that I'm not getting because of obstruction issues to the broadcast tower.
This is completely free once you hook up?
It is. There's no monthly charge. So after you've paid out the initial money for the equipment and the labor, it's just money you get to save going on from there. It's money that many of the Pahrump citizens on fixed incomes can better use for other purposes or maybe a night out. They're saving on their cable bill. And if you still have the analog system, you're missing some valuable content. There's only a few analog channels that are on there, about 8 compared to 23 digital. And the analog channels aren't that good. They're snowy, double images. They've got some picture problems. Where the digital, again, DVD quality, anywhere from DVD quality to high definition Blu-ray quality pictures. Fantastic programming, fantastic content.
Because right here at Channel 46, we have 4 different channels. So if you're on analog, you're only getting one of those 4.
Yeah, and that's correct. And there's some great programming that people are missing out on the 3 other channels, including some local news that's not available on Channel 41, but it is available on 46.2, 46.3, and 46.4. That you're absolutely right. You're missing out on it. Something you need to happen. And what's more is, eventually, they're going to have to kill the 42 signal. It costs money for the broadcast. It costs money for power. It costs maintenance time to keep that signal up. Just doesn't make doesn't make any monetary sense to duplicate 2 channels. So I really, really encourage people to, if they're still analog, get transferred to digital. 41 is going away. Get on 46.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4.
And we continue our conversation with Bill Barney, the owner of Community Dish on Frontage Road, with information regarding hooking up your digital TV.
So I have to have a digital TV to get all these channels, or can a regular consumer use their old TV and then get a digital signal on there, or should I get a digital TV?
Well, there's lots of ways to do that. You can get a digital TV and we can connect up the antenna of the digital TV. It has a digital decoder in it. It'll decode the signal and you'll see it in HD. Or if you'd like, I carry in stock an off-air high-definition digital DVR. So that will work in place of a digital TV. Plus you get to pause live TV, skip through commercials, skip back, fast forward, slow motion, and record shows without VHS tape. And I've got those in stock down at the store if you want one of those. And they'll save you money. They're actually cheaper than buying a brand new digital TV set.
What about the converters and the antennas that you hear so much about?
Well, they've stopped making the converter boxes themselves. At least I can't get them. If you can find them used, maybe on Overstock, might have some left. Or definitely eBay, they show up now and then. You can buy them. You're kind of taking your chances. There's not much warranty that can be done on it. But if you can get it, great. If you have trouble hooking it up, call us. We'll give you as much help as we can over the phone for free. If we still can't get it running, we're happy to come out for a fee, of course, to hook that up for you and make it work.
Digital TVs are cheaper now than they used to be, so does it make more sense to get a digital TV? And do I have to have a professional come and hook it up so that I can get local channels, or can a regular consumer do it themselves?
Boy, that's a loaded question, and the answer to all of that is yes. But so you can hook it up yourself. It's not that technical. However, different products are going to get you, some products are better than others. You may be able to pick up more channels with one product, fewer channels with another. If you're going to use an outdoor antenna, it's always good to ground. Not only to protect your property, but also it protects your equipment.
So we should probably just give you a call and get this information, because you're willing to give out this information, come out for a service fee, check out what situation we have, and get hooked up so that we can get the best for our buck.
Absolutely. I'm always interested in taking care of my neighbors.
And the number for Community Dish is 751-4882.
Former Nye County maintenance worker, 43-year-old Nicholas James Willing, was sentenced to 75 years in prison for his part in the December 2010 home invasion robbery of his boss, former public administrator Bob Jones, and his family. Bob Jones, his wife, and 9-year-old daughter were at the sentencing hearing for one of the 5 defendants who broke into the family home during their quiet evening, beat them, tied them up, and put them in a closet. The individuals robbed the house and took property that belonged to the estates of those who have passed away, which was stored at the residence. The public administrator's job is to take custody of deceased person's property until arrangements are made for it to be distributed. Nicholas Willing was convicted in February of 3 felony kidnapping charges with a weapons enhancement on each, robbery and burglary charges also with weapon enhancements, as well as a single conspiracy charge. According to records, Willing did not participate in the robbery, but is credited with orchestrating it. He allegedly recruited 4 others to commit the crime with his direction.
When we come back from this break, we'll have some of the events for this weekend. Well, that's it, folks, for this edition of News 46's Weekend Review. Some of the events this weekend include...
Well, we actually have the big firework event going on at the Pahrump Nugget this weekend, and everything starts at 4 o'clock. We'll actually have games, and there will be food eating contests, and the fireworks themselves start at 9 o'clock.
Lots of entertainment and everything. That's all day Saturday.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun event. And one of the other events is a barbecue fundraiser, and that's to benefit the disabled American veterans. And that begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning and lasts all day until 5 p.m. That's at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, and that is the park, of course, between Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Dandelion Street. So we'll see you down there, and we'll be back here next week once again with all the news and, of course, all the 4th of July coverage.
That's right.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Koblenz.
Have a great night.
Good night.